Welcome to the Waldorf Gridiron Club podcast, your home for all things football at Waldorf University, the best small college football experience in America. Hosted by Andy Buffington and me, Troy Thompson, from the secret bunker beneath Bullsdorf Field. Warrior football is now 3-3 as our Warriors took on the Valley City State University Vikings for homecoming and came up short with the final score 28-24. It was a tale of two football teams. The Warriors dominated the first half, shutting out the Vikings 24-zip with 3 TDs and a field goal, the first of the season for kicker Connor Parker. The Warriors scored 4 minutes into the first quarter on a 45-yard pass to Malik Adams to start the scoring. Parker's kick was good, and we were off to a 7-zip lead. Then, again in the first quarter, Navi Hill scored on a 48-yard run to the end zone, but for the first time this season, Parker missed the upright. Well, actually, he hit the left side of the upright, and the Warriors were up 13-0. That put an end to Parker's perfect point-after streak this season. So now that lid is off, he can keep chipping away for those extra points the rest of the season. In the second quarter, our Warriors marched all the way down to the Viking 1-yard line, then punched it in with a short run from Tay Buchanan. The Warriors used Vontae Harper to pick up the 2-point conversion, and we were up 21-zip. Just 2:44 away from the half, Connor Parker got his wish to kick a field goal and did so easily from 40 yards out, sending the Warriors to their locker room at the half with a score 24-0. Then, it was like the team switched jerseys and sidelines. After the half, the Vikings came out and shut down the Warriors offensively and defensively while scoring their first TD 5.5 minutes into the third quarter on a keeper from quarterback Noah Chambers. The Vikings got the extra point, and we were 21-7. No problem. Then, a few minutes later, after nothing doing again from the Warrior offense, the Vikings sent a 42-yard pass to their star running back, Justice Bice, who scored the TD, and after the extra point, with 5:48 still to go in the third quarter, the Vikings are now 2 possessions away from winning. But again, no worries, we got this. In the fourth quarter, Justice Bice catches the pass again from Chambers, taking to the end zone, and before you know it, the Vikings are a field goal away from tying the game. A tie, though, was not in the playbook on Saturday, and with just 2 minutes left in the final quarter, QB Noah Chambers forces his way into the end zone from the 1-yard line, and now the Warriors are behind 28-24. The Warriors did, however, make a great final effort in the last 2 minutes, marching authoritatively down the field, looking like they were about to score, but they were picked off deep in the red zone by the Vikings defense with less than a minute to play, and that was that. The final score, 28-24. All in all, it made for a pretty emotional game and actually pretty entertaining, depending on what side you were on and what half of the game. But that was a game between two hungry and well-matched teams for sure. Both coaches probably wish their teams were a little better balanced in each half of the game Saturday, but it goes to show there's just no such thing as a sure thing in football. Talk about matching teams. Check this out. There were a lot of stats Saturday that were pretty similar. The Vikings had 21 first downs. We had 17. They had 56% third down efficiency. Ours was 55%. They had 353 total offensive yards. We had 341. They had 178 yards passing. We had 177. They had 38 rushing attempts. We made 37. And in those attempts, they averaged 4.6 yards per carry. We averaged 4.4. We sacked them 4 times, and guess what? They sacked us 4 times. Shannon Williams led the Warriors in tackles Saturday with 8 solos, 4 assists, including sharing one of those sacks, followed by Nico Page with 4 and 4 for a total of 8. Then Keegan Handel with 7, Will Strickland with 6, and Jakeem Brock with 5 overall. Xavier Warner had 5 tackles, 2 sacks for a total loss of 11 yards, and even Fletcher Postlethwaite got in there for some shared sacks. And that's a name we haven't said so much so far this season. Fletcher is a freshman big boy from Montana, and we will probably be hearing his name a lot more. Our Warriors will travel to Dakota State University Saturday in Madison, South Dakota. This game kicks off the second round of NSAA conference matchups, starting with the Dakota State this weekend, and then we host Mayville before taking to the road for the final 2 regular season games against Dickinson State and Valley following another bye week. When we played them in September, the Warriors unpackaged the Trojans and sent them home worn out and full of disappointment with a final score of 35-20. The Trojans are now 0-6 on their season, but there's no such thing as an easy game or a sure win in football. However, I'm sure the guys are looking forward to a victory in Madison Saturday to get them above the 500 mark. When we played the Trojans in September, the kickoff temperature was right around 80 degrees. This weather Saturday in Madison looks to be overcast with a high of right around 50 at kickoff and cooling down from there. The rest of the game maybe dropping into the mid to low 40s. It's starting to feel like football around here. For homecoming this past weekend, the Warrior football program had 40 game day visitors from players all over the region. Recruiting is going well, according to Coach Chapa, and the kids and the parents that visit enjoyed the atmosphere on game day at Bull Store Field. The Gridiron Club presented our Outstanding Warrior Awards on Wednesday, honoring the following players for their contributions to the game and the team. Cartea Gordon was the Scout Team Defensive Player of the Week. Cade Kloster-Hodak was the Big Man of the Week. Keantoine Jackson, Scout Team Offensive Player of the Week. Connor Parker, again, Special Teams Player of the Week. Navi Hill, the Offensive Player of the Week. Shannon Williams got the Defensive Player of the Week. And Edwan Works earned the Warrior of the Week for leadership on and off the field. Congratulations to our Warrior Award recipients this week. We look forward to doing it again next week for all of our recognized Warriors, as the team and the coaches describe it. Congratulations also to our cash prize Where the Ball Lies winners from Saturday's game. That goes to Renee Diamond, Dennis Burkholder, Kevin Harmon, and Bob Alsop. Now, some people think that is rigged, but I can assure you it is not. Each of them got $50 from the Gridiron Club, and we'll have 4 more winners each home game. But guess what? There's only one home game left, so that means there's only 4 more winners to go. And congratulations to Darwin Whitey, who won the silent auction bidding for the official team signed football in the tailgate area. There's just one more chance to win a ball like that in the final home game of the season, and that is just in a couple of weeks. So one more chance to win that silent auction for that official team signed football that is held over there in the tailgate area underneath the cool Pritchard Family Auto Store's portable bar. Thanks to all the fans who came out and cheered on our Warriors at homecoming this past week, and that is the Gridiron post-game 411. And folks, guess what? Andy is off fishing this week. Can you believe it? Well, he's a hard-working man, and he does a lot for the team. No one can deny that. So he deserves the time off. But, well, it means I'm all by myself. And despite what you may think, it's just not that much fun playing with yourself in the bunker. So that's the show for this week, I'm afraid. Get out to the game in Madison, and we'll be back in action next week here on the Waldorf Gridiron Club podcast. Oh, forever and always, go Warriors.
You can join the Waldorf Gridiron Club and be part of the best small college football experience in America.
Just visit our website and pick your membership level. Find us and everything Waldorf Gridiron Club related, including professional photos, at waldorfgridironclub.org.
You can also click on the Support the Show link in the show notes to donate.
And you can even use the United States Postal Service by sending your check to the Waldorf Gridiron Club, P.O. Box 125, Forest City, Iowa, 50436.
It's tax exempt, hassle-free, and has a level for every budget.
That's right. Anyone can join, even our rivals.
Show your colors. Join the Gridiron Club today.
Get it?
Got it. Fantastic.
The Waldorf Gridiron Club podcast is hosted by Andy Buffington and me, Troy Thompson. Produced by Sunnyside Farm Studios in beautiful rural Forest City, Iowa. Platformed by Buzzsprout and music by Soundstrike. The Waldorf Gridiron Club is a 501c3 nonprofit organization dedicated to the student athletes of the Waldorf University football program. Our mission is to assist the program in maintaining the best small college football experience in America.